power. What's going on? Peace, peace, peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for a conversation, comments and concerns, dialogue, questions and answers. You're in a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space of love, true love. A space of integrity. A space with queen comrades and king comrades. You're in a space of liberators, a space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, hashtags, funding links, apps with cash pals that pay, Westerns that got unions, Grams that got money, damn it, red cups, all zakat, charity got. Listen, collection plates, it's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. God damn it, fund the war effort. Cali is popping. Georgia is popping. New York is popping. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait. Book an assessment. Don't wait until you are face down on the pavement. Don't wait until you're getting kicked out of your favorite establishment. Nah. No, Carol, you are not wanted anymore in Sheila's Fish and Grits house. You got to go. Yeah, don't wait. Don't wait until you're getting kicked up out of the kids' play. Don't wait until they throwing you up out of graduation. Get your anger checked. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of what? Of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Keep your hands off each other. Okay? Get yourselves together. Get yourselves some help. Stop cutting up in front of the kids and the in-laws. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse counseling and consultation, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. People, places, events that should keep you on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How are you? Yeah, man, it's a little bit unseasonably warm in BK. And I was uptown today. It's a little bit too hot for the kid. You know, I don't like the sweat in the street. But I'm here. You're here, and I'm glad you're here. And I appreciate you being here. Now, we got to educate each other up. We got to learn each other up. We got to speak love and life into each other. Welcome to class. What's going on? We got a couple of people to tag. Just a couple. Just a couple. You know, a repeat offender in class. Mr. Marc Lamont Hill, bring your ass to class. I smell cap. Yeah, I do. I don't know about y'all, but I smell cap. Either I smell cap or I smell Grippergate. Something went down. Something was going on. So please tell him, tag him, tell him to come to class. Miss Tisha Campbell, come to class. Come to class. Yeah, you gotta come to class, girl. I get it, but yeah, you got to bring your ass to class. Black women, tag each other. Y'all come to class. This could be an impromptu woman's up, but we're gonna tread light. It's already 3:30. I got things to do. Okay? I got things to do. Alright? Boy, yeah, Trolls is already in the spotty spot. Let's keep it moving. Alright? Ain't nobody tell you be eating no Zaxby's. You think I ain't see that? Zaxby's? You better turn it up then. Make sure I'm on the Zaxby's menu screen all through there. Alright, which one you eating in? North Carolina or Virginia, damn it. Let me know. Anyway, and we have another police-involved clapping that's not getting any press. Okay, so we're going to get to that too. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Jacksonville, Florida. Be safe down there. Yeah, be safe down there. Okay? Yeah. So let's see who's in class. Damn it, it look a little light. That means y'all outside playing hooky. It look a little light. 50? It look a little light. Yeah, y'all been enjoying the sun too much. School ain't even over. Y'all already out and cutting class? Yeah, that's when it start. Yeah. Yeah, they start waning really about the end of May. People be cutting class and all that. Yeah, but y'all gonna find out I ain't the regular educator. Yeah. Y'all ass gonna get some of school. So let's see who's in here. Philip Boone is up in the building. Yeah, first in class. Tierra second. T Green. We see you. We see you, Jersey. South Jersey, be specific, and I know it's hot out there. Get your ass on the beach, girl. You up in here. Hey, Wood, what's going on, Detroit? We see you. Bushhead, what up? Oh, April Brown, what's going on? That's what I'm talking about. What's going on? Yes, educator extraordinaire. Bam, Philly's in the building. What up, Bam Woods? Merklo, what up? Dow, what up? Dow, Mark Miller. Yes, we see you up in here. William Extra, what up, Will? What up, Hard Tunes TV, Thrax Packs TV, just another Geechee. GB, what up? Uh-oh, Marguerite McDonald Music. Yes, sir, brother. Tadishi Tyrone. What up? The backyardigan made it to class early. All right, Rick Gatlin, Kim Williams, we see you. Who? Wow, Bill Shotter. 55, what? 55. Yeah, Hood Center Light, Hood Center Highlights. What up? We see you. Yeah, we see you. What up? What up, Phil? Bionic Prince, what up? The Grossler, the Global Hustler, Cuckoo, the Bag of Bones is in the building. We see you. Bernie's up in the spot. Yeah, we see you. What up, Oz? We see you. Big Colorado. We see you. Okay. Yeah, Systematic Noise. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get... Nah. Not Fuddy ATL 35. 35. Fuddy ATL 35. Yeah. Let's keep it going, God. Let's keep it going. Who is that? Huh? Crates, what up? Sabrina. 55. Sabrina Scott. Big Red Shallon, what up? We see you. What up? What up? Huh? D3, what up? Yeah. Huh? Let's keep it going. Let's go. First and foremost, it wouldn't even be me. It wouldn't even be me if I didn't acknowledge the passing of Ananda Lewis. Man, we give our deepest condolences to the Lewis family, condolences to her sister and all her loved ones. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. So man, listen, somebody I was deeply deeply enamored with, man. Oh my goodness. Listen, when I tell you physically, attraction, when I tell you, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it right now. I know that I wrote about her in my memoir. I know it right here. I'm looking for the page where I spoke on some of the most beautiful black women I've ever seen. Okay? The most beautiful, and I know I put it down because she was just that bad. Articulate. Oh man. Oh man. And what got me is that initially when I first jumped on IG, you don't look for everybody, but being that I'm in it and moving the way I was moving, I was doing searches for different names and, people that I, would believe would have a large following and presence. I used to look for from time to time. And I didn't come upon her page maybe till about last year and a half. And she was frequently on there. Frequent. Speaking about, holistic remedies and going through what she was going through. And maybe just a few months ago, she kind of paused and it came across my mind like, damn, I haven't seen her post in a while. And to get that news, man, of course, y'all, made sure that it went viral because I believe, in her rise, she touched so many of us, Like, I don't think, I don't believe that there has been a stronger presence for the hip hop generation on television than her. I don't care what anybody says. From Teen Summit to being on the video shows and things. Nah. When I tell you gorgeous in and out, now I don't know, again, personally, and I don't know if there was any Grippergate activity that transpired, as far as her getting her positioning. I've never heard of it. You understand? So all I can, make my assessment on is what I've seen, what we were allowed to see, and bad, man. Just bad. Gorgeous, So again, man, deepest condolences go out, from our class to her family. And again, when there's a, specific piece that I, wrote about and hear about some of the, most beautiful women we've seen, and she was right up there. Up there. Especially during that time. We talking, when I wrote this was 2001, 2002, and I self-published once I touched in 2004. Again, these are the original copies, original manuscripts, which I have to re-edit, right, and get this back out there, as a timepiece. So I have a few of the originals left. Anybody who would want a copy, you could, hit me in the green screen in the Cash app, and as the note in it, put your address, and I'll autograph it and get it out there to you. But yeah, we send the condolences out to her. That was your crush, Oz. Yeah, because what is better than that? A woman who was articulate, intelligent, beautiful, in style, right? Can't beat that. Can't beat that. And seemingly conscious, right? There's definitely no beating that, you know? None whatsoever. But I do have to re-edit this. I really do. Yeah, there's a lot of slang in here. So again, if anybody would want, one of the original copies, man, get it to me. Get it to me. I'll send it out. I'll go the conventional method and get to the post office and all that. Damn, where did I speak about black women and stuff in here? You know? I can't find it. Can't find it. Oh, no, I found it. Yep, I found it. Yep, see? Y'all thought I was bullshitting. I'm telling you, everything that I say is truthful. Right here. Right? When you're talking about, we have my favorite, the sweet, dark taste. Like in Boucher, right? And Boucher was bad. And I ended up meeting in Boucher and showing her in the book that I had named her in this book before I met her. She was doing one of my brothers, she was getting her hair done by one of my close brother's sister. So I met in Boucher. Phew. Bad. I haven't seen her in a while neither. In Boucher, Janet Hubert, and the Big Brown Loves, Tyra, Kenya Moore was bad at that time. Gabrielle Union, Vivica. See, Vivica was up here. Selena Johnson, and then the Indian looking honey, right? Native looking, like Ananda, right? Samantha Mumba, Chili, Pam Grier, Redbone. I went through the whole list, but yeah, y'all think I'm playing? Look, you can pause it and screenshot. Look, right there. I don't be playing, all right? I'm telling you. I know I spoke on her, and she's bad, So we send condolences to the family. Damn, we 17 minutes in. Let's get to what we got to get to today. Okay? Now, this is my memoir, Flatbush. And matter of fact, this is the original cover as well. I'm telling you, I hit the ground running as soon as I came. Boom, hit the town, self-published, got it out. You dig? Doing it, back of the trunk. Back of the trunk did about 5,000. Running around with Travis Hunter out of Atlanta, Shannon Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the book fairs, Long Island book, Harlem Book Fair, getting it in. So again, it's only a few of these originals left. I'm going to re-edit it, definitely re-edit it, and put it back out. And then do a post. Yeah, I might do a whole post to this memoir. That's a timepiece. I have to do it after, because after that life, it was definitely something that I know y'all wanted. That's when I got into the activism and protesting and, the nonprofit life and running in the campaigns and all that. And then, nah. So again, if you want it, hit me, Cash App, and I'll send it. Postage and handling. Let's see, how much did it usually cost? I think these went up. No, you know what I'm saying? Trying to rush it out there. $25, and I'll get it to you, because it's gonna cost me about $7-8 to send it. You dig? Yeah, different lifetimes, baby. Different lifetimes. Mm-hmm. So now let's get to it. The talk of the day, or yesterday, is, because I'm going to save y'all ladies for last. I got to do that last. It's Marc Lamont Hill. This clown, this bozo. this individual who's all over the place, who have seemingly lost that space, that essence, that the melanin is supposed to give you. He kind of lost touch of that. And trust and believe, when you are not in alignment with your universal gifts, the universe will take it away. That's how you see these extra dark melanated men, running around with them old face, because them old face be licking up in their grippers and getting their hooks on them and feeding them mayonnaise and all that, and the universe will take your essence away from you. Straight up. You don't want it. You don't need it. Let me get that. You understand? So some are traumatized and fall into that space. Some are educated and conditioned to move in that manner, right? Yeah. Okay. That's just what it is. And some, just dive in, just have no clue of what they're getting into. Okay? And that's it. Yeah, just like Undercover Brother. You keep playing around them old phase. I seen it. They'll zap you. Next thing you know, you walking and grippers is loose, but tight. You walking tight and stiff, tight, ready to tell and snitch on everybody. Tight in the grippers, but kind of loose in it because of how they be manipulating. Old face love gripper games. I'm telling you. So you kind of look real stiff, but you got a little twitch in your hip. That's what happens when your melanin gets zapped. I think it's just because they got the bag and they got money. Nah, because I've seen people with the bag, with the money, for lack of better terms, ghetto as hell, right? Bougetto. They don't lose that because they don't mess with them old face. You over there, you could be broke financially. Mess with them old face and you stiffen right up. So it's not the bag all the time. It could be the chase for the bag, but it is not necessarily the bag. Okay? The bag is just evil. The bag brings out, that sense of greed and selfishness, right? That's already in most of us, right? Because we all have these different traits. We all have these different energies, okay? We all have that. But when you chasing that bag or you acquire it in order to hold on to it, you have to be other than yourself, which is a universal being of truth, dealing in equality, okay? And that shifts your whole energy. So this Marc Lamont Hill, he's been conditioned in this. And then in that conditioning, you begin to get educated into terms, into doctrines, into a belief system. And in that space, being that you're on media frequently, you get confused. That's where the goofiness come in, the bozo-ness come in, the statements. You understand? So it's triggering for a lot of people. However, in this video that y'all kept sending me, and that's been, running through all the press junkets, because I guess y'all bringing it to me because he did it on a hip hop site, on a hip hop platform, where he said, yeah, he was attacked and pepper sprayed once. And all of a sudden, the footage pops up. Now, I'm going to start by saying I believe it's Cap. I don't care about anybody else. Don't care what anybody else has to say. I believe that it's Cap because this didn't just happen. So where has this been for all this time, or for whatever duration of time it's been? Okay? And for several things that were said in the video by him, and while I'm watching it, I'm making different assessments. Now, it's not ironic that this happened to flow right behind, is piggybacking the class that we did on the Las Vegas clapping with the YouTube beef, right? And it's not escaping. There's no irony in the piece that we have seen this over the past several months, that people who sit in spaces, right, of high visibility are getting touched, right? Getting touched. Like I always say, like we know when you're born and raised in East New York, nobody is beyond getting touched. Nobody. I don't care how much bread you got. I don't care how many dudes you got around you who's supposedly holding you down. Nobody. We learn that. Yeah, we get right up on you. It ain't nothing. Proper homework. Proper discipline taught us well as youngins that anybody could get it at any given time, right? I mean, shit, y'all seen what happened to JFK. We witnessed that. We seen what happened to Malcolm. We see what happened time and time again. Damn it, they almost hit old Georgie Bush with a damn shoe twice. Anybody could get it. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. Almost hit him with some shoes. Wow, wow. Oh. Like this is real. Anyone. So now I'm watching it, and I'm saying, well, why is this out right now? Why are we seeing this now? Come on now. Come on. For somebody who is this polarizing, for someone who triggers a large amount of people, why was she able to do that? I'm looking at the setup. I'm first of all, for somebody who has been on major networks, news networks, who's a published author, I'm looking and I'm saying, what school? Because I go to many schools. I speak at many schools. I've all over the 5 boroughs. And one thing I know is a school. I know the floors. I know the setup. Now, this necessarily isn't the 5 boroughs, because trust and believe, it wouldn't have went nothing like that. But I'm saying, what school is going to set up a space for this individual of that magnitude in such a small audience? Because even though we don't see the audience from that camera view, especially where that camera was set up, you hear me, right? The camera is set up perfectly so we get the best view of him and her. If this was somebody that important that the school, the principal, or the superintendent came up out of their pocket to pay him to come there? What was the audience like that no one else in that particular audience had their cameras out? Nobody. Were cameras taken? I gotta ask that. In a school setting, if phones were taken in a school setting with community and parents, I gotta question that. Then I'm saying, well, what kind of agent shit is this? Or what kind of ego does this clown have that he would ask people or demand people of the community not to have their phones, not to record? Just him. Right? Because I from what we're looking at, there's nobody else. This is not a platform where they have a large group speaking. This is only him from what we're getting. He was the main attraction in this school, this elementary or middle school. Okay? And here we have a young sister. Now, I speak to young folk all day. Most young folk don't know anything about conscious personalities, nothing about woke personalities, you understand? And even less about news pundits. They don't know any of us. If you don't come through from a space of hip hop, if you don't come through from a different lane, if you not Umar, if you not Charleston, okay, if you not Smart Guy, all right, they don't know you. So now we having a set here where this young woman knows exactly who he is and is coming to speak directly to him to ask him these wayward questions. Now, from the initial question and where she was going, I'm like, okay, she doesn't appear to me to be sharp. I'm listening to the questioning. But while she's questioning, I noticed through his body language that he's not uneasy, but he tightened up a little something. And then through her first few sentences, he looked at the camera and pointed at what we now know is security. Because something in her energy, again, like I always say, heightened his awareness. Like, hold on, what's going on here? Couldn't have been in what she was asking because she was sort of all over the place with the questions. But maybe she looked familiar. Maybe she began to look familiar to him. So he put security in a school setting on point. Not school safety, right? New York City, we got school safety. Other cities and states call it, school cops or whatever they call it. That wasn't there. I'm like, whoa, why they aren't there? Why wasn't that caught me later on? Where was school safety at? But his security had to be on point in an elementary or middle school at a parental event or community event. At this small little event, he got security like that. Anyway, when she starts to approach, after she said the CIA question, and then she went into, do you know about the assault or SA or whatever it was, which was really wacky to me. You know, you know what happened. And he was confused, and she just made it in her jargon, what happened to me? He didn't say, he directed her. He said, are you saying something happened to you? Because she didn't say that. So he inserted that into her mind. And from his positioning on stage, seated high up, as she approached, he remained seated. He raised up but remained seated. And I'm like, anybody with any sense who runs your mouth the way he runs his mouth and you're not feeling comfortable, you getting up out of that chair and you moving. You're going to run. You're going to step. You're not going to allow somebody to get that close. That's reaching. She could have been reaching for anything. As we seen in Las Vegas, she could have had a hammer on her. She could have had anything on her. But he did not get up and move. He sat there and allowed this to play. From somebody who was not articulate, for somebody who seemed to be getting a little bit more weird as they approached. Now, I've seen how quickly something can escalate. We seen what happened to Salman Rushdie. Youngin ran right up on him, gave him the business for 27 seconds. Marc Lamont Hill knows that. Yeah. He gave commentary on that. We know how quickly it can happen because it happened several times with polarizing individuals. And we know he know because he got security with him. So why wouldn't you move? At what point? Because you put him on point. You looked at him, you looked at the camera, you gave him, then you pointed. So either your security was extra slow, because in all reality, once you pointed, they're supposed to be on point. They're supposed to be on alert. They're supposed to have moved towards her. Again, we're only getting his view of his camera while this is going on. And at that point, boom, she backs out, bangs him, bop, bop, bop. Hits him. Ah, now you spin. Really? And right after she hits him, all of a sudden, now she gets tackled. Yeah, now she gets tackled like she trying to get into the end zone. Like she got a yard left. And out of nowhere, here come homie, backs her down into the stage, and then it gets extra weird for me. Mr. Hill comes over as if he's going to kick her in the face, as if he's going to stomp her. But immediately, bow, he goes into a script. He goes into saying some weirdness. This woman has broken into this, and it gets inaudible. I don't know if he says she broke into this campus and vandalized me, or she got into, it gets weird. This woman has broken into. I understand that. To vandalize me. Now, what is vandalize? Vandalize? Vandalize. Okay? And then he says, I never met this woman before. I never met this woman before. Look, this woman has broken into this, vandalized me. It's on this camera. So he's making it be known that, yo, it's on this camera. Why? If the audience is filled with individuals who are coming to see you speak, Don't know what year this is, whether it's 2022, 2023, 2024, or sometime this year. People got their cameras out. So in the audience, because after she's tackled, you hear a baby scream. Wah! Now people, oh my goodness. So again, it was quiet. You could hear a pin drop while this woman was talking. I'm like, where's the audience? There's no mumbling in the background, no nothing. It's dead silence. Nobody else had a different camera angle? No one? Yeah, okay. Okay. Remember, in her questioning, she was talking. He looks at the camera. She continues to talk. He looks and points this time at the camera. He was getting ready to run before she backed out. But he stopped and allowed her to back out and get it off. Really? Somebody who's been threatened consistently throughout the years. Come on, yo. After all that, I never met this woman before, but I'm not going to call the cops. Why aren't the cops there? Why is the school safety there? I've never been to any event where I spoke. Never been to any PTA meeting. Never been to any event where you had vendors. Never been anywhere where there haven't been school safety, school police office, and right there. Outside the door. At all. Nowhere. Nowhere. Okay? So either this woman was very, very mentally off, or some Grippergate action happened between him and this woman. I'm telling you. Now, regardless of he not calling the cops or not, anything that you do near a school is a felony if children are around. You're endangering the welfare of children. She wasn't near the school. She was in the building, in the event, spraying mace or pepper spray or whatever it was with infants there, with families there. She's going to jail. She's getting arrested. If she's not, it's sus to me. It's cap. It's cap. It's out of his hands whether he's going to call the police or not. She sprayed a substance in the air. And when you do the search of this event, when you do the Google search, nothing comes up other than what we've been seeing already. No police reports, no other press. None. And always, when that happens in this class, we call it sus. Where's this? What's the scrub for? This woman, nowhere. This woman, this particular woman, who was tackled as hard as she was tackled, who tried to spray this man in his face, she didn't come online anywhere. She has no social media. She didn't go viral by saying why she did it, since she wasn't arrested, since she didn't call police or police wasn't called on her. Y'all believe that? That's what we running with. Oh, he didn't call the cops. He's a real nigga. You what? Police is there. School safety is there. Was the event after hours? If the event was after hours, just to have it, you got to have a permit there for extra security. Come on, y'all not slow. Even if school safety wasn't right in there where the question and answering was taking place, they was right outside the door. They was right there. So we don't find any information on this woman nowhere on social media. She was not arrested for it. She never made a statement about it. Nothing. Whether she was off or not. She just walks. She could do that, get tackled by his security or whoever was there holding them down. She could do that and just, okay, she's off. Walk off into the sunset like nothing happened. To him, somebody who has press access, somebody who can sit and debate with senators and state reps, he can get attacked like that and nothing happens. When people walk down the street and get into a garbage altercation and somebody gets slapped or punched or spit at, and they're on the news for 2 or 3 days looking for this individual, all type of crime stoppers and citizen apps and all that, and nothing happens? So you mean to tell me when they plan a community event anywhere in New York City, and he's there, that I could go run up on the stage, jab him in front of people, or attempt to, and I could just walk out? It's all good. Yo, oh shit, Bliz just tried to jab him. Yo, Bliz just tried to snuff Marc Lamont Hill, and nothing happened. I could just break out. That's it. No arrest, no misdemeanor assault attempt, no none of that, right? Come on, man. Y'all sharper than that. Y'all much sharper than that. Come on now. Come on now. Think. Huh? Creature, much appreciation for the super chat. I see it. Huh? Come on now. I'm smelling cat. I do. Something staged. For what reason, I don't know. Again, it's sus to me. It's very sus to me. No, Mr. Gomes is good. It is. You can't Google search this. It doesn't come up. Other than the spaces y'all been getting it from. That's it. And every time that happens, it's something that they're fishing. It's some type of attention they want you to go in that area and sit with for a minute. What? I don't know. Anything coming after it? Maybe. Maybe not. But I'm saying that from what she said, it could have been some grippergate going on. It could have been. Maybe he tried to scrape her. Anything scraper involved, I don't know what. But I'm looking at specific factors in this. Young folk don't know who he is. They don't care to. Okay? They really don't. He ain't spitting no bars. They don't. Don't know who Candace Owens is. None of that. young folk not in that pocket? Why would she specifically know who he is and be right there so she could get at him? So if they didn't put her, it's some gripper gate. I don't know. I never seen him around the Puffster, but I do know when people are in front of those cameras, when they have access to millions of people and they can spew what they spew, they're not liberators. They're not saying anything liberating. They are part of whatever's going on. Y'all can say it's Freemasonry. Y'all can say whatever it is, but you don't get in front of that camera consistently without being part of whatever it is. Matrix, any of that shit. He is no good for any of us. Any of it. You dig? All right? Be mindful of what you're watching and what y'all sharing. So I'll call cap on that man. I do. I do. This wasn't on no major news sites. None. Not for a minute. None of his peers interviewed him about it. None of them. Help me out. Taryn Hall. Nobody. Sherry Shepherd. Nobody. Nobody interviewed him. TMZ. Nobody. Right then and there. Come on, yo. Come on. That's where I'm at with it. It's cap. For as far as I'm concerned, it's cap. It's cap, or they quieted that down real quick. He said it was when? April? He said it was 2003? That's what's being said? That's 2003? Why are we talking about this now then? What relevance does it have? 2003? Yeah, okay. Okay, next, get his ass up out of here. Next, since we do know that they going through it out there, we're gonna run through this quick because there's not a lot of information on it. For what reason, I don't know, because this lynching was right there in front of many people, but it's not fitting the narrative for some reason. So I don't get it. This is right in LA. We haven't heard it. Am I first on it? I don't know. It happened though. June 7th. Just happened. I don't know. I'm going to run with it. We don't have a lot of information because when you look it up, nothing is there. Let's go to it. Los Angeles County is reporting the death of a 31-year-old Latino male that occurred on a sidewalk. Okay? The coroner's office has identified the man as Eric Ortiz Berrios. The manner of his unalivement is a homo. The cause of his unalivement is multiple GSWs. This also was caught on tape from the beginning. They had several people with their cameras out watching this take place. At the point at which we see the video, he is handcuffed already, being thrown to the floor. Well, let me take that back. They were attempting to handcuff him. They had their things out. He's thrown on the floor, giving him the business, giving him the fisticuffs, okay? Handling him, and he's making an attempt to do whatever he was doing. Now, you could call it resisting arrest. You can call it struggling for your freedom. Whatever it was, they were trying to handle him. He's on the floor. Two of them on top of him. Arms seemingly behind his back. But he's struggling, and people are asking. You can hear it throughout the video. What's going on? Oh, stop it. Oh, wait a minute. Yo, chill. And then it gets escalated when the police get to doing what? Again, closed fist punching in the head, elbowing in the back of the head, getting out of control. Why? Because police cannot handle the average citizen. They just can't. 2 or 3 of them, which is why they're consistently jumping and hoping that the community does not assist, hoping that the community doesn't get involved so they can consistently take people out. Now, I'm saying that it is weird that there's nothing on this as of yet because this is a Latino male going through this while all this stuff is going on out there. Okay? That is wow for me. Now, they pull out the taser. All you hear is people saying, ooh, they effing him up. Ooh, they effing him up. Ooh, girl. Ooh, they got the taser. They got the taser. So you hear them tase him. 2 more officers is there. For whatever reason, homegirl that is filming, recording, pulls away. Now, there's an individual in all brown that is right there. Right there. He's right on top of the police and Eric. He's right there on top. He got his camera. He's seeing everything. He is a witness. He's a witness. He has on all brown. He's right there. There's several different angles we could be seeing this from. After the tasing, we hear pop, pop. And then we hear pop, pop, pop. A few seconds, pop, 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 pop. A few seconds, the initial person grabs her phone and starts saying, yo, he's unalived. He's unalived. Yo, he's out of it. Ooh, good. They did it. Now you got 2 other officers hit. Why? We know for a fact that Mr. Eric Ortiz didn't have a firearm on him. We know that. Why was he unalived? Why was he unalived? He didn't have a firearm. They was trying to arrest him. We can only assume that you already searched him getting out of that vehicle. There's reports that he is a suspect in robbery. Y'all on him. Y'all pounding him out. He had nothing on him. Y'all tried to tase him. And then y'all got to clapping and end up clapping each other. And unalive that man right there on the street. And we don't get any news of it? You have to go to Twitter. Somebody has to specifically send that to you for us to know about it and all this thing that's going on out there. And y'all not protesting that? No Mexicans is protesting Eric Ortiz Barrios unalivement by LA police. We not hearing that. Y'all don't see his face on no flags. They not turning up for him. Maybe because he's an American citizen. Maybe, I don't know. If he was a migrant, if he had immigration issues, I believe that we would be hearing his name all over the place. Maybe he's American citizen. Maybe he's Latinx. You understand? How are we not hearing about that? How am I the only one speaking on this? Where we at with this, yo? Where? Nobody know about Eric Ortiz? They don't know about him in Phoenix. They don't know about him in Texas. They don't know about him in Florida. They don't know about Eric Ortiz Barrios and how he just got clapped down, how he was lynched in LA by police, and police got hit and police was bleeding out. What's up? This is why I tell y'all, be mindful of what you watch. This is what I'm telling you. Be mindful of the information that you intake. I'm telling you, be mindful of certain plays and deal with reality. In the past or trying to anticipate the future, what is going on right now. Speak on it, y'all. I seen that, Deborah. Yeah, I seen that, and I wouldn't doubt it. But that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. We don't care about that. That's not our fight. That's not our struggle. And that's not our strategy in 2025. I keep telling y'all, Kizzy spit in the cup. Kizzy spit in the cup. The real revolution is to get everybody into a melanated state of militancy. And you don't have to throw a rock or nothing. There's several strategies and tactics that we could do that would cripple this nation immediately if everybody had the true militant mind state. A rock? The hell are we? Palestine? This is the Gaza Strip. We throwing rocks in 2025? Y'all serious? Where we have black police, black correction officers, okay? Black sanitation supervisors with firearms, okay? What? School safety? And we talking about throwing rocks? Black folk don't have to throw rocks when they ready to turn it up. We just don't. But their minds are not there. We still have dark, melanated people who want to be in the bosom of white folk, who love white folk, who love 401ks and vacations, who love voting and putting on the armor of Republican or Democrat. They don't want to bask in their own super armor of melanin. They don't. They want to be coddled by white folk. So therefore, Latino community, don't ask them for no help. Y'all done off asking them for help. The hell y'all asking black people for help for? Y'all don't know black people. They don't want to help y'all. So they not coming out. No. They could care less what happened to y'all. It's y'all turn. That's what the average black person believes. They helping y'all for. They don't want no smoke from the Ofe. None whatsoever. So no, they won't be helping y'all throw bricks and rocks. They're not doing that. Okay? No, they're not doing that. So y'all can forget that. Stop begging. Stop asking. They're not coming out there. Okay? They're not. They're not. And if they do, y'all would want to consider them suspect. Y'all would want to consider them agents. Keep thinking that black folk that's coming out there standing next to you in the protest ain't law enforcement. Y'all gonna learn real quick, Mexico. Y'all gonna learn real quick. Stop calling on black folk believing that everybody black, everybody in melanin is militant and against this flag and administration. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. And find out how quickly you'll be infiltrated and handed right over to ICE. Keep thinking that. Okay? I'm just saying. Y'all so far behind in this. Man, this shit is elementary to me. Elementary. Stay in this class and learn something. Okay? All right? Yeah. You dig? So, again, to the family of Eric Ortiz Barrios, we send condolences. We don't know why it's not mainstream news yet. We don't know if it's going to ever be mainstream news with everything else that's going on. But he lost his life at the hands of law enforcement in LA. In LA. Okay? Okay. Black women, y'all turn. Y'all turn. We done got to Marc Lamont Hill, the agent provocateur, who we haven't found any information on this attack. Don't know where this woman is at. She hasn't had any explanation. She appeared and disappeared as quickly as this thing went viral. So we don't know. Did he try some, puffster tactics on her? I don't know. We dealt with Eric Ortiz, young Latino, unalived at the hands of law enforcement in LA. Black women, y'all need to cut y'all bullshit out. Y'all do. Y'all do. And not all of you specifically. Okay? Rob, what's going on, Rob? Much appreciation for the super chat. I just said, what is the topic you discussed? You came in on. You just came on. The young Latin brother that was unalived by the hands of law enforcement in LA. Yeah. So you're going to have to replay. Yeah, you're going to have to catch the replay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right? But this is the most important part. Yeah, this is the most important part. Tisha Campbell, bring your ass to class. And black women, y'all got to start doing a much better job at getting rid of these people that's trying to get y'all to participate in their bullshit. Tisha Campbell, 56 years old. Gina, from our hands down favorite TV show of all time, hands down. Until Martin got gripagated and lost his mental and started, I believe, going through some type of illness. Yeah, because the fourth and fifth season, you could see, even in the reruns, that his timing was off. Right? But we loved it. We loved him. Okay. Gina, Tisha Campbell, 56, stood at the BET Awards. Yeah, stood at the BET Awards, and in all her elegance and articulation, told us what was going on with her and her body. Now, many of us could care less. I'm going to keep it 1,000. If you are in this age bracket, 50, 55, 58, 60, we know what's going on with a lot of black women. We do. We definitely know what's going on with black women and their bodies. Do we not? I know some of you men just don't pay attention. Cece, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Y'all don't know. But this is what she said. I recently got plastic surgery. It was a mommy makeover. I had extra skin from the baby. I'm like, from the baby? Damn it, your last kid is 15 years ago. Anyway, I had extra skin from the baby and a little bit of drop this here and a little bit of drop this there, and they tightened me together. Whoa, too much information for me. Okay, let's continue, because she continued. We should be feeling good about ourselves. I'm going to stick on that, because black women, I hear that a whole lot. We should be feeling good. Yes, CC Campbell, much appreciation. Okay? We should be feeling good about ourselves, I'm a single mom, not ready for dating, but I just wanted to feel good for me. First of all, I'm an open book. Second, I just think it's more important to know why one does it. It ain't. We didn't need to know. We didn't even need to know you had it done. Because from what I know about industry people, y'all not dating none of us to begin with. So who you advertising for? Men in the industry in your age group? No. You can't be doing that, because they like boy grippers. They like going to the puffster parties. So you ain't talking to them. Who are you speaking to? Y'all just hold that, okay? When asked why she was choosing now to be transparent, Campbell explained, I think it's more important to be honest, to know what I didn't get, that I didn't get all this by myself. It's nice to be a little more snatched around that area for me. It's not for everybody, but it was for me. Getting ready to contradict herself. It's not for everybody, but it was for me. Now here's the bullshit that I had to take offense to. She continued. And so I happened to be working on the Miss Pat show with Taj and Lily from SWV, and we got a chance to talk, and I convinced them to call the doctors. You just said it ain't for everybody, but you convinced these two. to call the doctors, and they wanted mommy makeovers too. And I just feel, we should be feeling good about ourselves. So feeling good about ourselves has nothing to do with liberating, has nothing to do with fair wages, has nothing to do with us standing tall and pushing for a collective black mentality. Feeling good is about singers and entertainers getting plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery. Black women, you convince them. Okay? Huh? Okay? The veteran actress emphasized that her decision was entirely personal and not about pleasing anybody else. Now, I don't know what baby she's talking about. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Her son is 23 on the spectrum. And we salute her and her efforts for making sure that how she's handled that and how she's assisted others in handling that is exemplary. She did her smash with that just like Holly Robinson Pete, my sister who has an autistic child. My niece is 17 and she learned a lot from watching them. Okay? But she doesn't have a baby. I'm trying to figure out what is she talking about? Okay? Because after the 23-year-old and after the 15-year-old, she was snatched on television. I saw it. We saw that. Nothing was wrong at all until we started noticing that she was gaining a little something, and maybe that was due to, again, the stress of going through the divorce and her illness. Right? We found out that she has sarcoidosis, which is a lung ailment, breathing, and maybe she might not have been able to continue dancing the way she danced. The girl been dancing since she was a baby, all through Broadway, off Broadway, the dancer. As you see in the thumbnail, body was always ridiculous. No hips. Firm hiney. Even on her worst day, even gaining the weight, nothing was wrong with her. Yet she chose to go under the knife and encourage others to go up under the knife. That's the beef right here. You're encouraging others to do it. Now, maybe she might have had an issue. We don't know this woman, but she might have had some type of issue with how she appeared. I can tell you one time because, again, I was in the entertainment mix for a long time, behind the scenes, running around with that hammer, making sure that certain people are safe. And one of my other homies that I met, we got to talking. And he was in there. He actually was running with A-listers on the security tip, on the homeboy tip, and said that he, through his friend, was invited to no other than Eddie Murphy's house, Eddie Murphy's mansion out in Jersey. And in the discussion and in the talk, his friend, an A-list rapper who is no longer with us, asked Eddie, damn, man, did you ever try to hit Tisha? Y'all did quite a few films and scenes and stuff together. You ever try to hit her? And Eddie said, hey, Marshy, you know this A-list rapper we talking about here, and my friend. And no bullshit, he said, Eddie Murphy said, man, she tried to give me that box several times, but I couldn't hit her because she looked like a Ninja Turtle. That's what Eddie Murphy said, straight out. She tried to give me the box, but she looked like a Ninja Turtle. Now, I don't know if that was something that she dealt with on a regular. I don't know if people said she was unattractive and all that, because that's prior to Martin. When we talking about Eddie saying this, once she was on Martin and she was Gina, everybody thought Gina was fine. Now, if behind the scenes people was calling her Ninja Turtle, I don't know. Did that have something to do with her self-esteem? I don't know. Did the divorce, did all this? However, she's 56 and went under the knife. Now, I hear a lot of women in their 50s talking about going up under the knife. I'm trying to figure it out. Now, she said that she encouraged Taj and Lily to go up under the knife. Taj is 54. Lily is 51. Lily, kid, might be older than Tisha Campbell's kid. Lily had a kid when they was coming out. She had her baby young. Lily was already a young mother when SWV came out. And Lily already been under the knife. So Tisha is either capping or trying to tell Lily to go back under. Insane. Insane. Craziness right now. 50-year-old melanated women don't need to be going up under no knife. Why? Because it's cosmetic and it really, really has no bearing on anybody that is coming to speak to you. No bearing. You are an established star. You're a brand. You don't have to come up to nobody and say, hey, I'm Tisha. No. That is what celebrity does. So you don't have to introduce yourself. If somebody's interested, they coming through. Knife? Nah. But since we wanted to get technical, let's see. On November 10th, 2007, Donda West was unalived at age 58. Okay? In January 2008, the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office said that she had been unalived of coronary artery disease and multiple post-operative factors from cosmetic surgery. Authorities in Los Angeles launched an investigation into her unalivement after hearing the doctor who operated on her, John Adams, had convictions for alcohol-related offenses and at least 2 major malpractice settlements. '58. At what point was this educator, mother of an international hip-hop star, felt she needed to go up under the knife? I want y'all to listen now, black women. I'm telling you. Anything that you need to do for yourself can be done walking around a track, can be done doing a hot yoga, can be done anything that you feel you need to be improved upon to make you feel good about yourself. You can do it without going under the knife. But I just want to get to this feel good part, because this is where I'm confused. We should be feeling good about ourselves. Is the feeling good part mental or is it physical? Because if it's mental, that means you need to be getting something checked up here, not cutting over here. Because when you're cutting, that means you're trying to feel good physically, not aesthetically. It's not something that you're looking at. You want to feel good feeling is physical. It's working out. It's energetic. This is feeling. When you're looking, that's here. That's a mentality. That's saying, I don't look good to me. Again, there's a look and a belief. Then there's a feeling, physical. And I get it because I don't feel good about my midsection. For 56, I could tighten it up. Like, damn what y'all say. You understand that all of this up here? I say, you know what? I could do a little bit more right here. I get it, but I damn sure not saying I need to cut something. So that's physically, I feel fine. I can bench 265. I can do sets and sets and sets of pull-ups. Consistent. I can do that. I'm hurt, I'm injured, but I can do it. I feel fine. So when I'm saying the feeling, and she's saying we should feel good, is it mentally or physically? Because you can cut whatever you want to cut. At 56, anything over 50, it does nothing for that box. If you are dried out, if your box is not right and exact, you can look however you want to look. Ain't no man giving a goddamn about that. You can look like $1 million. If your box is $2, you done off. And I'm telling all of y'all that. Just that simple. Get nipped and tucked. Even if you get in that box nip and tuck, that don't do nothing. Now, I don't know what doctors y'all can listen to. Y'all can get it nipped and tucked and all that. If ain't no blood going to that area, and if that moist is a dry cookie, I don't care what you look like. Because now you just false advertising. Now you just trying to trick somebody. Just like when you wear pounds of makeup every day, all day. You're trying to trick somebody. And that's the worst thing ever for a well-known A-list entertainer to be tricking people. So what is the feel good? That's what I want to know. Because now you're encouraging others to go under the knife. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all not hearing me. You're encouraging others who already went under the knife. I don't know why Lee ain't tell you, girl, I done been there and done that. We saw her. Yeah, remember she couldn't even sit down. See, they think that everybody forget. Lily and them had a talk show, a reality TV show. Remember? They was telling her not to go up under the knife, but she did it anyway. And Lily always had a little fat butt. You understand? I'm telling y'all it don't matter. I'm telling you whether you have a butt or not. Whether you got the round brown peach or that apple or that onion, or you got a little pecan. It don't matter. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that. Men die. If a man is coming at you because of that and only that, you don't need to be around him. He's shallow. Because the box is where the magic is. Yeah. So it don't matter what you cut and nip and tuck and hide and dress and that. You're not in that 24/7. You coming to bed in a waist trainer? Huh? So in your mid-50s, shh. I keep telling y'all, in your mid-50s, you got 16, 17 summers left. Why? Why take any years off of that playing games with some type of cosmetic surgery? Why? Why? We seen what happened to Miss Donda West. Why would Tisha Campbell encourage people when she got the stage and the mic to say that she encouraged other 50-year-olds to go under the knife? Nah, black women, cut that shit out. I keep telling y'all, it's either the box or nothing. That's it. If a man is looking at you and liking your butt, I already told you, you lead with the butt, you're going to end with the butt. Lead ass first, you're going to end up assed out. Because he don't like you. He likes your ass. Okay? He doesn't know you. He knowing your ass. You out of luck. And for people who's 50 and over, nah. 50 and over ain't no man giving a damn about that. Lady, who are you? How can we enjoy the rest of our summers? How can we build something? What is our legacy going to be? Are we compatible? Do you walk in the same walk where we at? You serious? A look, an image, and fit. And you are working, you're a working actress. Just say that. I wasn't, happy with how I looked on camera. So I wanted to stay in the whip, and this is what you have to do to stay in the whip. You wanted to feel good or you wanted to think good? Yeah. 56-year-old Tisha Campbell under the knife, encouraging Taj and Lily to go under the knife. I'm saying. I ain't see Halle Berry talk about going up under the knife. Not to say she didn't, but I ain't see it. Understand what I'm saying? Come on now. I could rattle off many of 50-year-olds. Y'all just don't know they 50. Y'all want to forget that they 50 plus. MC Lyte is 50 plus. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of them. S.S. Atkins is, yeah. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, Kim Fields. It's a, man, listen, you could rattle. Shit, Golden Brook. It's a whole bunch of them. Be happy with yourself. Stop playing around. I'm trying to figure this out, though. This is what gets me. They're 50 plus. They're in the entertainment industry. They already have men ogling, watching. Oh, yo, if I could get with this, yo, that's Tisha. All that. So they got their income. They got their careers. They got people already interested in them. And they God-fearing, supposedly. I'm trying to figure out what part of the goddamn Bible allows you to make the decision to say, I'm getting ready to go up in there and cut this up. Help me out. What part of Christianity is that? What kind of faith is that? That we're at over 50. Your Bible can't keep you feeling good about yourself. Come on, man. That's why I always have to go there, because this is the shit that y'all look at. This is what's being propagated. This is what y'all say allows y'all to get to the bag. Jesus wanted me to get to the bag. When they get their awards, at the NAACP awards, at the BET awards, God did it. Jesus did it. Christ did it. But y'all going up under the knife? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Telling black women don't follow that dumb shit. This is an agenda. These are narratives. These are things that they throw at you. Listen, I just got to speak on it because I got to make sure that I'm educating my class. Okay? I'm trying to figure it out. What? I want a scripture. I want a song. I want a book in that Bible that says, damn, when you get a certain age and it's falling apart, go up under the knife because Jesus said so. Ooh, what we have in class today? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, nah, that's a little bit too much class. Let me get the hell out of here. War effort is... Let me get up out of here, man. I got work to do. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Where we at with it? Black women, where we at with it? I want a God-fearing man. Where y'all at with it? Huh? Come on. Man, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. Yes, Vincent. Much appreciation for the boy effort. Let's go. Holding me down as always. Classroom assistants, I see you, Bliz. I see you, Marshy. I see y'all. I'm telling you, y'all got to, come on now, where we at with it? Y'all not canceling Tisha Campbell? Y'all not canceling Tisha Campbell? She's suggesting people go up under the knife. It was only for me. But I convinced Taj and Lee. Y'all not doing that? Over 50s is okay? Go get the nip tuck? Huh? Get the fat sucked out, get the boobs lifted up, do everything, but the box is raggedy? Y'all false advertising? It's okay in the eyes of the Lord? All right? I'm just saying. Shit, I know what I'm talking about. Liberation will make you happy. What good is it if you're going to be a pretty slave? How many pretty slaves we got? How many wealthy slaves we got? How many gangster rap slaves we got? How many of the top 10 beautiful black women slaves is running around? What good is it to look good? Huh? To be able to purchase a whip, a watch, and you're a slave. We pretty slaves now. And they happy with that. God damn it, y'all not ready. They're not ready for me. As always, look, classroom assistant, y'all know I love y'all to death. But I got to go, I got to run. All my truck is make sure you get to where you're going safe. Destination is things going on out there. Make sure you are in alignment with your paperwork. ICE is running rampant. Fake ICE at that. That's the next class. Y'all got to be on point, militant, and understand what's going on around you. Don't mess with them rest stop dots, because that twat might be burning hot. Get your load, get up out of there. If y'all entrepreneurs, put y'all stuff in the comments. Go to the community, do what you got to do. Build and grow your class. Okay? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. We got this. Got to come to class. You got to think different. You understand? Huh? Do you understand? The war's right here. Stop paying attention to shit that you don't have any power or control over. Your response to it is what's going to determine whether you survive this or not. How do you respond if you got no knowledge of self? If you slow gassing and listening to entertainers and athletes and gossip columnists and people who are trying to steer you off your path. 50-plus-year-old women, box is what matters. All that other shit, that don't matter. Ain't no guys looking at your eyelashes and all this other weirdness. Nah, baby. 50 plus. One thing matters for the last 16 or 17 seasons to come. That's it. 55 gang. Get y'all grades